Hi, good day. This is Miss LM and we're back again for another math video. And today we're going to talk about the continuation of illustrating and finding the slope of a line. But for now, we're going to focus on finding the slope of a line. Now that we know how to determine what type of slope is the given line, let us now know how to find the slope of a line. So malinaw naman na kapag upward from left to right, positive slope, downward from left to right, negative slope, vertical line is undefined slope, horizontal line is 0. So wag nyo pong kakalimutan yan even though magdadagdag tayo ng panibagong learnings about the slope. Okay, there are three ways on how we can find the slope of a line. The first one is by its graph, the other one is by 2 points, and the last one is by equation. And we're going to start with using its graph. So, tandaan po, by using its graph, we have the ratio of the slope. Vertical change all over horizontal change. We can also use this ratio, rise over run. Pagbabago sa pataas na linya and pagbabago sa pahalang na linya. That's what we're going to apply in these examples. Example number 1. We have this line, and as you can see, it is upward from left to right. And yung mga line na upward from left to right, alam natin na magkakaroon siya ng positive slope. But what is the exact slope? How are we going to find that using this graph? Again, we have to locate at least 2 points. Yan. Yung points na ilo-locate natin, make sure po na nasa exact point siya. From that, we're going to apply the ratio of rise over run, pataas at pahalang. So, count the units upward from the first point. So, 1, 2, there are 2 units upward. So, yung rise natin ay positive 2. And then, 2 units to the right, since ayan po yung ating point papunta sa kanan at alam natin pag papunta sa kanan, lagi yung positive. So, ilang units yan? There are 2 units. Kaya po, yung ating run is positive 2. And 2 over 2 is equals to 1. That is why the slope for this example number 1 is positive 1. Okay? The slope of this line is positive 1. Next, example number 2. We have this line downward from left to right. Downward from left to right. And we all know kapag meron tayong ganitong klase or illustration of line, we conclude that the slope will be negative. Okay? Negative slope daw yan. Then, locate at least 2 points, yung exact points ulit natin. Then, apply the ratio of rise over run. 1 unit upward, ayan, 1 unit katapat ng ating second point. That is why ang rise natin ay positive 1. Then, for the run, as you can see, papunta tayo sa kaliwa. And kung titingnan natin yung x-axis, pag papunta siya sa kaliwa, negative yon. Ganon din po dito sa slope. Dahil papunta tayo sa kaliwa, negative din po yung magiging result natin dyan. Ilang units papunta doon sa ating second point? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 units, so the run will be negative 5. And the final answer for the slope of this line is negative 1/5. Okay? Negative 1/5 is the slope of our second line. Okay? Let us remember this ratio. We have rise over run. This is the ratio for the slope. And yung rise natin, lagi po yung positive ang sign. Doon na lang po tayo magkakaiba sa ating run. Kapag to the right siya, lagi po itong positive. Kaya po yung slope natin na magiging result is positive slope. While kung yung run natin ay papunta sa left, sa kaliwa, negative po yon. So, positive over negative, ang result po nun ay negative slope. Tandaan po natin ito ha. Pag to the right ng ating run, positive. Pag to the left ng ating run, negative. Okay, let's continue our example. We have here another line downward from left to right. Siya po ay may negative slope. Ano po? Alam natin agad na magkakaroon siya ng negative slope. Pero ano yung kanyang exact slope? Hanap ulit tayo ng dalawang exact point. So, ayan. Then from there, apply natin yung ating rise over run. Tataas po ulit tayo. Ilang units kaya ito pataas? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, ang ating rise is positive 6. How about the run? Again, papunta tayo sa left. Ano po? Ito na lang din po yung pagbasihan natin. Yung x-axis natin, pag papunta sa kaliwa, ay negative. Ilang units po yun? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, meron tayong negative 4. And yung ating pong slope, pwede po natin yung i-lowest term. So, what will be the lowest term of 6 all over negative 4? That is negative 3 over 2. Both divisible by 2, kaya nagkaroon tayo ng negative 3 over 2. So, the slope of this line is negative 3 over 2. Okay? Next example, we have ayan, horizontal line. Actually, we don't need to count the rise over run in this type of line. We all know that the slope of this line is 0. So, pakita nga natin kung paano naging 0. Meron ba tayong rise dito? Umakyat ba yung points natin? Di ba po wala? So, kaya po yung numerator natin agad dito is 0. And then, yung run natin, even though meron tayong run na 1, 2, 3, 4 units papunta sa kanan, 0 divided by 4 is still equal to 0. And our slope will be 0. Again, in this kind of line, we don't need to do this anymore. Hindi mo na kailangan magbilang ng rise, magbilang ng run, kasi alam natin na ang horizontal line ay merong 0 slope. Okay? Now, let's have our second to the last example. We have here another line upward from left to right. Kaya po ang expected natin na slope ay positive slope. Then, locate 2 points. So, we have here first point and the second point. From that, we're going to count the rise and count the run. So, rise muna. Ilang units pataas para maging katapat ng second point? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 units upward. So, 3 yung ating rise. How about the run? Papunta tayo sa kanan. So, expect natin positive po yun. So, ito yung pattern natin, yung x-axis. Ano po? From this point, papunta doon, ilang unit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. Kaya po yung ating slope for this example is 3 over 7. Again, the slope m is 3 over 7 for this example. Now, down to our last example. We have here a vertical line and we all know kapag vertical line po, undefined po yung magiging slope natin. And actually, we don't need to put the point na and count the rise over run. Actually, even if we have 5 units upward here, our denominator is 0. Automatically, dahil nga po 0 ang denominator natin, walang run, undefined po yun. Kasi any number divided by 0 is always undefined. Kaya po ang sagot natin for the slope of vertical line is undefined. That's all for finding the slope of a line using its graph. Again, what you need to do is to determine first if it is positive, negative, 0, or undefined para hindi po kayo malito on your final answer. Another is to locate at least 2 points. And from there, you have to count rise and run. Kapag ang run ay to the right, positive. Kapag ang run ay to the left, negative. So that's all for this video. I hope you learned something from this. Paki-like po yung ating video kung may natutunan at huwag po kalimutan mag-subscribe at mag-hit ng notification bell button para ma-notify po kayo kapag may panibago po akong upload. Okay? Bye-bye!